Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How are you, ladies and gentlemen, doing? Welcome to the Kwame Badu channel once again. Today's topic, I'm going to be talking about how to actually present yourself on social media platforms when in business. Many people have this misconception that because you're in business, that you have a certain way that you have to come across, which is totally different to how you would come across, obviously, not being a business person and using social media flagrantly, just for just everyday use, for a bit of fun and so forth. And I actually want to just come on quickly to say I think you couldn't be further from the truth. Now, don't get me wrong, there's a certain level or line that you shouldn't cross that may be deemed as unprofessional. But I think we live in such a transparent world right now, and social media is providing that window between the outside of the house and inside of the house, and people are using social media like a window where they can come right up to and peer inside and see how things are behind closed doors, pun intended. So I think it's very important, number one, to understand what platforms am I using, and various platforms have different languages. So, some information and portrayals that you may put on, for example, LinkedIn, you may not use on Instagram or vice versa. So, the number one step I would say is first, adopting a style or understanding a language that works for each of the platforms. LinkedIn, for example, I would say is more of a verbal platform. It's a corporate Facebook, in my opinion. It's more for sharing information. I want to read what you've posted and learn something. It can be short, it also can be long. It's also a very good platform for doing blogs, doing articles. Yeah. So the blogs which I put up on the website every week, which are like, these talks here, I also put on LinkedIn platform. So, but it may vary. So last week, for example, I did a talk on dating an entrepreneur. This as a blog for me doesn't sit right with my LinkedIn platform, not with the audience I have there, nor does it sit right with the audience I have via the website, KB Consultancy. So in what I did then was on LinkedIn and on the website, I did a post about creating successful businesses online. Yeah, how to survive pandemic using online platforms to generate leads, sales, income. However, on my Instagram or my TikTok, I was more than happy to post up the video, and of course my YouTube, of dating an entrepreneur, because in my understanding or my language, and that's the thing, you've got to maintain consistency. And the language that I use on LinkedIn isn't something where dating an entrepreneur would be a topic that I would discuss there. So understand the actual platform, understand the language. Now, Instagram, for example, has the stories and it also has the feed. So I would suggest, and then in the feed, you have IGTV. So I tend to look at Instagram, in those three ways. My stories, which can disappear in 24 hours, I'm giving you a bit more quick snapshot insights into my daily life. So LinkedIn, I'll show me in the office doing a corporate pose, talking about something corporate. My Instagram story will highlight my journey to the office. Like, oh, look at this pigeon that landed by my foot. Oh, where's the train? It's taking ages. I'm stuck in traffic. Oh, listen to this music that I love. Or a quick, a point that I want to share via video. The actual video in the office, that will go on my feed on Instagram, but a picture of it will go on LinkedIn. I then may do a blog about it. I'm not going to put a blog or a long story on Instagram. Instagram's more about instant gratification. You just want to see something, want to see an image, hear a sound, and done. LinkedIn is where people will spend time and actually read your article. Now you have the infamous Facebook. Now, Facebook is a great platform that I think encompasses quite a lot. You can do the stories, you can do the feeds, you can do the blogs. It's like the one-stop shop, and it's the daddy, it's the original. Facebook, however, for me, I find that a lot of the audience that are on Facebook are more interested in seeing things about family and friends and vacations and outings. It's not necessarily somewhere where I would pitch a business. Having said that, I do encourage that you create a Facebook business page. I'm pretty sure you have one. If you haven't, do make one. It's fairly straightforward. Because the great thing about business pages on Facebook is that you can create campaigns, adverts, where you can get analytics from and understand your audience. It's also a great way to target a specific demographic as well. So you can create, say for example, I sell these remote controls for starting and stopping videos for recording remotely. If I create an ad campaign around that, Facebook's going to help target people who are interested in vlogs, in YouTube, who download videos, watch videos, and it may steer away more from people who are less around the camera. So it can help target a specific demographic that if I'm selling this device, they're more likely to be inclined to purchase it. But this is more via your business page. So your personal page on Facebook is what you'll use to generate numbers. And then hopefully from that, you would then use your business page to then, off the back of that, start targeting people and delivering again the right language on that platform. We all know about Twitter, short, snappy, catchy hashtags that are really on point. What is trending today? What is today's topic? What's a hot topic? So for example, in London, we've got the no more than six. I'm sure there's a hashtag that says six limit. There's going to be hashtags like that. And these are the sort of hashtags that you would want to put in your very short character, small notes that you drop quick, something quick and snappy. Like Mondays are about winning, getting up and being motivated. Hashtag six limit. Hashtag Monday motivation. Hashtag winning. Start of the week. So it's all about understanding the different languages. Now, again, reverting back to the initial point, I don't see anything wrong with you showing your personal ways. The reason being is that that's literally, there's thousands of other people who are selling what you're selling, who talk the way you talk, look the way you look. What identifies you as an individual, separates you from the rest? What is your USP as a person? Sometimes the USP in the business is you, that you have that specific characteristic that people resonate with and like and love. So inadvertently, by showing your true nature and your little idiosyncrasies, you can actually be winning over specific audiences who will actually just like it. I could buy my shoes from anywhere, but I love buying shoes from this guy. I love how his character, he's funny, he's witty, and I want to see more of him. So I'm going to buy my shoes or my trainers from him. So showing your personal side, I think, is a very strong value. And also you have to remember that people love to hear your story. What is the story behind your brand? What got you into selling shoes and trainers? Oh, when I was young, I couldn't afford and I always wanted to, so I made my own. This is going to resonate with your target audience, with your viewers, with your fans, however you want to phrase it. So try not to steer away, but obviously don't make it too personal. There are some things that I left off, and I think rather than me tell you what that is, just post, just go with the flow, and you will swiftly see what works and what don't. There will be some things you will look back and go, oh my gosh, there's no real black and white formula for it. But there are some things that are obviously no's, like don'ts. And you've got to be mindful of that. So for example, if your platform has audience where you have young people in there, you maybe perhaps don't want to swear on your videos, or you don't want to have music overlaying that's got swearing in it or derogatory remarks. So these are some of the things, if you've got schools or educational institutions that buy your product and service, you want to make sure that their association with you isn't compromised. And I think if you always think about, if my top clients were to see me doing this, how would that bode? And last but not least, make sure that every post that you do has to clarify one specific point. Does this benefit me and my business? If the answer is no, then don't post. If the answer is yes, then post away. And what that will do is that will naturally incline you to start looking for angles on things you post that can resonate with your business. I hope that's helped. How to actually carry yourself on social media, show yourself, be yourself, and win that target audience. Have an amazing day, an amazing week, and I'll see you next Monday. Take care.